seems we're reaching an end with this one. And as we're reaching it, well, a new game has been announced. Feels interesting enough. Haven't they haven't done something like my robot girlfriend in a hot while. So let's continue on. This is it. We'll go over the plan one more time. All four of us will enter through the shipping bay. We can't enter through the door even if Legacy can pick the lock, as it'll trip an alarm. But reconnaissance revealed a small window just above the door that should be wide enough for me to fit through. Is it not big enough for all of us to get through? Not for Legacy, most likely. As for you and Masako, Lucy's eyes start between the two, seemingly peering a little lower than their faces. I don't think so. But it's fine. Huh? I'm not getting it. Once I'm in, I can open one of the frightened. No. Once I'm in, I can open one of the freight doors to let the rest of you inside. With our planned route, we shouldn't expect to encounter any security until the 10th floor, which we can easily reach via access ladders after crawling through a vent located within the shipping bay. Ah, yes, classic. I can't wait. I'm still thinking about that one. What's she talking about? The chest size? Is that? Huh. What was she talking about? I need to get my brain off the gutter. You won't be crawling through the vent, Masako. Oh, why? You need to stay in the shipping bay. You can access their system from the local computer and, with any luck, hijack the cameras from the network. So the boring camera watching work. I give Masako a pat on the back and try to hype her up. Don't look at it that way, Masako. You're pretty much the all-seeing mastermind of the plan. You'll have all the info in the palm of your hand. Well, when you put it that way, guess it doesn't sound too bad. But I still want to participate in the real spy stuff at some point. Stay focused, please. We're going to need to move carefully once we're past the access ladders. But if we can make it past the 10th floor and make it to the main staircase, it should lead us straight to Anders' office on the 23rd floor. Unfortunately, the plans are restricted for the 20th floor and up. So we'll need to improvise, which is my specialty. I don't exactly have it all memorized, but I know this building well enough to help you guys get around from there. Right. Once we reach Anders' office, we do what we need to do. Is everyone clear? Got it. Sure. Clear as ice. Then let's move. Dun dun dun. Sneak around to the back of the massive building. We take our position by the back door. Legacy, boost me up to the window. Roger that. I crouch down next to the door. I crouch down next to the door, readying myself before Lucy hops up onto my shoulders. She reaches the tiny window and gets straight to work cutting through. This is going to take a moment and a lot of concentration. Keep still and do not drop me. Don't worry, I've got you. Several minutes pass of precision cutting, all while Lucy's heeled boots dig into my shoulders. Finally, the glass comes loose, and she gingerly passes it down to Masako. We're clear. I'm going in. Like an agile serpent, Lucy lithely maneuvers herself through the small gap and disappears into the building. Barely a minute later, the nearby shipping door opens. Lucy peers out, beckoning us inside. Looks clear. Masako, you know what to do. Computer stuff gotcha. I'm on it. Masako scurries off to the nearby computer and sets to work. Alright, the access tunnel should be right over. Oh, slightly bad news, guys. Already? It's nothing serious. But to get into the network, I need one of you to implant this device on the router. That sounds simple enough. Where's the router? All the way up there. Masako points upward nearly to the ceiling of the massive warehouse where a tiny router sits. Oh, 4. Alright. Two of us will go ahead while one figures out how to get up there. Legacy and I can go on ahead. Really? No particular reason it should be you two? Because there's absolutely no way I could get up there even if I tried. And because I like Legacy better than you. She hits Lucy with an impish smirk. Lucy simply sighs in return. Legacy, I think I'll get the router. I'll get the router. You two go on ahead. Very well. Come on, Rebecca. You and I can discuss your little legacy better. Remark on the way. Ugh. Masako hands me this strange device and gives me a light whack to send me on my way. Several frustrating minutes of climbing later. I think that should do it. Yup, thank you. You'd better go catch up with the others. Roger that. Once I figure out how to get down. Sometime later. That ladder was way too long. Well, you'd best recuperate quickly. Because we're headed straight for 13 flights of stairs next. Keep an eye out for patrols and move quietly. Rebecca and I nod before we make our way to the stairwell. But one problem quickly arises. There's a guard. Drat. We need to get past him. Any ideas? I have one. I meant Legacy. Rebecca scowls at Lucy. What should we do about the guard? Let's see. Let's try your plan, Rebecca. She nods firmly and, to everyone's surprise, pops right out of corner. The guard's eyes go wide when he sees her. Miss Knight, but I thought you were... Nope, you must be mistaken. My friends and I need to get through here. Further confounding us. You mean confusing? The last one was kinda wrong too. Further confusing us, the heroes gesture straight to the corner we're peeking out from. I'm here on private and very secret business, so I trust you won't tell anyone that you saw me here. Yes, ma'am. Good. By some miracle, the guard allows the three of us to stroll right on by. Now that that's out of the way, all we have to do is climb the rest of the stairs. The group lets out a collective sigh before we start ascending. When we reach our destination, we are greeted by nothing at all. Is this the right floor? It should be. Then where's the security detail? Surely they have patrols on the upper floors. Could it be another trap? Possibly. How do you want to proceed, Legacy? Masako, we're on the 23rd floor, but there's no sign of anyone. Can you get eyes on it? Checking now. Nope, there's no one anywhere on that floor. As far as I can tell, you're clear to proceed. Just be careful. Thanks, Masako. How strange. We proceed with caution, checking door after door to locate our target, until finally, Jordan Anders, head of security, is it. Then let's get in there and take that creep down. Hang on, guys. I just got access to more of the cameras. There's someone in Anders' office, but it's not him. I think it's Sharon. What? I thought we lost that guy in frames. Figures that he'd show his face again. So this is a trap they were planning. What do we do now? We won't do anything. I'm going there alone. You're kidding. I'm not. There's no telling what he has in store for us once we step through that door. I've read his profile. If there's one thing I know, it's that he's not one to shy away from fighting dirty. But there's one other thing. He's way too cocky. I'm going to use that to my advantage. Rebecca furrows her brow, contemplating. You're the spy guy. So if you think you can handle, absolutely not. I'm not going to let you go in there alone, Legacy. Don't you remember the last time you went up against him? I can't let you risk your life like that when I can do something to help. I can't risk losing you either, because in front of Rebecca. You have to finish the mission. One way or another, we have to complete this mission. If I don't make it out, it'll be up to you to take over. But no buts. Without you, this whole thing falls apart. And this will all have been for nothing. Lucy sighs heavily. Fine. Good luck, Agent Loki. Thanks, Ishtar. And after taking a deep breath, I step into the office, alone. The door shuts behind me after I cross the threshold. And just as Masako said, Sharon is there to greet me. It's about time. I didn't think you'd be stupid enough to come alone after what happened before. And here I went through all the trouble of preparing a surprise for you and your friends. Oh well. Sharon pulls a small remote from his belt and presses a button. Behind me, 2 explosives on either side of the door seem to deactivate. So it was a trap. It's just me, Sharon. Truth be told, I was expecting Anders. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to take you down too. Don't you remember how it went the last time we faced off? Or do you have a death wish? I clench my fist and go for the second punch. Sharon stares at me, waiting for a response. Instead, I charge forward and deliver a surprise punch straight into his gut. He lets out a grunt of pain as he stumbles back. You piece of... He recovers quickly and shoots me a grin. So that's how we're doing it, huh? In an instant, he rushes forward, trying to strike my face with his fist. I dip to the side, narrowly avoiding the hit. Before he can recover, I go low and strike him in the stomach. I guess. He doesn't recoil for long, though, and winds up another punch. Sharon's face is red with anger, and his veins look like it's about to burst. He's lashing out rather than strategizing, right where I want him. When he moves forward, I dodge just in time. He wants to get me on the ground as quickly as possible, but so long as I can avoid getting hit, I bet I can wear him down first. I weave around to Sharon's side before striking him with another swift blow. He doesn't do much as grunt before retaliating with another rage-filled swing. Yet again, he misses. Slippery one, aren't you? You want to fight dirty? I'm all for it. That's not good. Like it? Always keep it on hand just in case. No pun intended. Good one. Now it's time to die. Sharon lashes out again with a much swifter punch, one I can't avoid. But even with less power behind it, the brass knuckle more than makes up for it. Okay. I can hear that I can hear what sounds like a rib breaking as his hand connects with my torso. Ugh. Damn it. Clenching my chest, I try to stay standing. It's becoming more and more difficult to breathe. I think my lungs. What's the matter? Still can't take a hit? Maybe you weren't worth breaking out the knuckles for, after all. Too bad. I can barely breathe. But I can't. I can't let him win. Mustering everything I have left in my body, I fight. Sharon approaches with a sadistic grin stretched across his face. You're so much more pathetic than I thought you'd be, Loki. I really expected more. Sharon's mouth falls open as he stares at the bullet hole in his chest. You cheat. In an instant, Sharon grumbles to the floor. Well, crumbles to the floor, lifeless. Sorry, Sharon, but I can't die here. I have some unfinished business to attend to. Oh, Sharon, okay. Extra side character. I stagger out in the hallway, still clutching my chest. Right away, Lucy and Rebecca rush to my side. And oddly enough, so does Misako. How did she get up here? I guess you're right. Be honest, pretty sure I've got a broken rib. Maybe a minor puncture in my lung. What? Relax. It's not the first time. I'll walk it off. The good news is that Sharon's finally taken care of. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. Oh, Sharon, what it? Oh, hey, Masako. When did you get up here? I didn't want to just stay back for the final confrontation with the big baddie. So I faked a security alert to lure the guards away and snuck up here. I always got stuck in the vent on the way up though. No, I almost got stuck in the vent on the way up though. My chest got like super squished trying to fit. Oh, I hit the bullseye. Yikes. Lucy stares at Masako with a dull expression. Sorry to disappoint, but Anders isn't here. But he is. He is? Uh-huh. He elevated camera permissions, gave me access to the penthouse office. He's up there right now. The penthouse? I bet that jerk is up there thinking about his plans to take over. I can't wait to take that creep down once and for all. But how do we get to the penthouse? There's a special elevator just a couple more floors up. That'll take us straight there. Then what are we waiting for? Let's finish this. Now that there's no security and the head of the mercenaries is taken care of, nothing is left to stand between us and Anders. Rebecca leads the way to the penthouse elevator, with the rest of us following in tow. Now I just need to remember the passcode. You don't remember? I'm sorry, I don't always bother remembering every single code in all of our branches. It'll just take a second, promise. Oh my goodness. It's fine, Lucy. Anders can hardly go anywhere now, right? I suppose you're right. Let's just hope he doesn't catch on. A couple of minutes pass while Rebecca tries code after code, the keypad making an error sound each time she fails. While waiting, I lean against the wall to take the weight off and recuperate. Until I feel a gentle tugging on my sleeve. I glance over to see Masako sheepishly gazing up at me. Hey Legacy, what's up? Well, since we're pretty much at the end of all of this, I wanted to ask, do you have any plans for what you're going to do next? I guess I haven't really thought about it. I mostly figured that things would return to normal. Why do you ask? I'm just curious. Actually, this whole globetrotting adventure got me thinking. I'd like to get out more, not just out of my workshop. I want to see the whole world. I chuckled at Masako's enthusiasm, and I was just wondering if maybe you wanted to go with me. Me? Oh wow. Hmm, that does sound like fun. After all of this, I deserve a break. And the agency owes us. What should I say? Now it's not the time. Don't take this the wrong way, Masako. But I think this discussion is better left for a little later, don't you think? Oh, yeah, totally. I'm sorry. Masako jiggles nervously. You probably need a breather before we confront Anders, huh? I'll just leave you to do it. I'll I'll just leave you to that. Masako quickly slinks away toward the others, looking embarrassed. Another minute or so passes before the keypad responds with a delightful beep. Finally, a faint rumbling can be heard as the elevator starts to descend. Got it. I guess my dad set the code to be my birth year. That doesn't seem terribly secure, but it's super sweet at least. Within seconds, the elevator reaches our floor. Ready, team? Ready. Let's do this. We file into the elevator and press the button that takes us straight to the top floor. The trip is short enough, but the anticipation makes each second feel like an hour. Somehow, the smooth jazz music is making it worse. I glance over at Masako, who's swaying to the music with her eyes closed. Masako seems to be loving it, though. No one speaks a word as we ascend higher and higher. The tension in the air is almost suffocating. Maybe I should say something. Rather than speak, I close my eyes and take a long, deep breath. It's been a long road to get here. Rebecca, Lucy, Masako. I don't know what's going to happen to all of us once it's all over, but I'm glad they are by my side. Another thing of the elevator heralds our arrival. The doors parting to make way for our march toward the final showdown. As expected, the man we came to find is standing in front of the CEO's desk, looking out the window. No, looking out of the window. At first, he doesn't seem to notice us as he talks on the phone. I don't care what you have to do. Burn all of burn all burn down all of London if you need to. Just fine. Oh, Anders. The executive turns around. You. I knew you'd end up here sooner or later. But why the hell didn't Sharon warn me? Absolutely useless. It's so difficult to find good help, isn't it? I pull my pistol from its holster and then raise it, pointing it straight at Anders. No more tricks or traps. This is the end of the line for you, Jordan Anders. No, wait. He raised his hands in the air, seemingly surrendering. A look of pure terror is on his face. Please, don't kill me. I'm sorry for setting you up. I'll do whatever you want. Put your hands behind your head, and get on your knees, Warren. All at once, Lucy, Masako, and I glanced at Rebecca. I didn't know she was like that. Okay. Oh, alright, I will. I see. Just don't shoot me, please. Doing exactly as he's told, Anders put his hands behind his head while slowly dropping down to his knees. Well, I don't particularly mind Rebecca's like that. Don't shoot. If you know what's good for you. A smirk suddenly crosses Anders' lips as he presses down on the cuff of his shirt. He's got a hidden panic button. Damn it. That's right. Security will be here any minute now. And I can guarantee if you harm a single hair on my head, your punishment will be quite severe. The well-dressed man rises back to his feet, standing taller than ever before as he arrogantly glares at us. I commend you for getting this far, but I'm just a little more clever than you. I don't know about that. Masako, hitting it hard. The whole building's speaker system crackles to life. I thought to myself, why not break that iron grip of his? I'll start by having his daughter kidnapped from right under one of his best advisor's noses. And once she's helpless, I'll have her killed and pin the blame on. What? How did you? Two tips for when you think you have got the good guys cornered. First, never spout your evil plans to them. Second, always check the tech whiz very thoroughly. Or thoroughly. But you, anyway, it doesn't matter. And their scoffs. That could simply be an AI voice. It won't hold up. It's purely circumstantial evidence. Perhaps. But who do you think the security personnel will side with once they arrive? You? The man who they have just heard confessing that he kidnapped Rebecca? Or me? Rebecca smirks, clearly enjoying this moment. Why you? And there grits his teeth. I'm not going to be the only one going down. Suddenly he grabs a gun from his side and aims it straight at me. Without a moment's hesitation, he fires. Legacy. Time seems to slow down at that moment. I consider fighting back, but it's too late. I can do nothing but stand and accept my fate. But then I'm yanked back to reality when I tackled to the ground by all of the girls. I look up to see Anders still aiming at me, about to fire yet again. But before he can, Lucy shoots him. Anders cries out in pain as the bullet strikes his right shoulder, forcing him to drop the gun from his hand. Misako helps me to my feet. You good, Legacy? Yeah. Then let's get him. Right. Together, Masako and I charge forward, each of us grabbing one of Anders' arms and pulling him behind his back. I'll kill you all. I'll personally make sure that each of you suffers if it's the last thing I do. Rebecca slowly steps up to the frantic, rage-fueled man, staring him right in the eye. Jordan, you're fired. What? The Harris winds back before delivering a powerful right hook to his face. In that single stroke, Anders' body suddenly goes limp as he falls unconscious. And just like that, God damn, I didn't know you were that strong. It's finally over. Security arrives shortly after, and they take Anders to the police. With Masako's recording and Rebecca's first-hand account of the story, there's no chance he can worm his way out. Which is good, because that overwhelming evidence means that Lucy and I don't need to get involved. As instrumental as we might have been to his capture, it's probably better that no one knows about us. Kidnapping is kidnapping, after all. Lucy and I wait outside the office building, getting some much-needed fresh air. The police should just about be done talking to Masako and Rebecca. Are you sure you don't want to give your statement? I'm sure it would help them fill in a lot of holes, even if you leave out the illegal activities. I sure are gonna respond. You know how cops are. Once a question starts, they never stop. It's just a pain. Lucy hums a little jiggle, I guess. Fair enough. As for me, I'm going straight to my friend's loft to get some proper rest and a decent bed. Your friend, huh? Don't suppose they'd have rooms for one more, would they? Afraid not. Afraid not. I'll be in touch soon, Agent Loki. Let us sight. Roger that. She smiles at me one more time before walking off. I guess I'll find a hotel for tonight. Hey, I perk up and turn to see Rebecca standing behind me. Hey, the police are finally done with you. For now. I just wanted to talk to you before you snuck off somewhere. I wasn't sure I'd be able to find you if you were to slip away. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that you're thankful for my help. I know. Rebecca stares dully at me. Sure, whatever, but actually, I wanted to say that I'll do what I can to pull some strings and make all of those crimes you committed go away. After all, you only did them to help me and put a stop to Anders. Initial kidnapping aside, do you really think you can do that? I can't promise anything. They opened the door, just dipped. I can't promise anything, but if anything else, I'll do what I can to make sure nothing bad happens to you. Once I tell my dad everything that happened, I'm sure he'll be happy to help. I have to admit, that's a relief to hear. With a face like mine, I would be a tantalizing target in prison. Becca groans. You're such a pain sometimes, but even so, I like you. A lot more than I thought I would. Rebecca smiles sweetly at me. I like you too, Rebecca. In fact, Rebecca leans forward a little, looking expectant. I'm pretty sure she wants me to kiss her. I hesitate for a moment, trying to decide if I should. Bad time. Oh shoot.
The Krypton.
And so I was a little bit too eager and ready to watch all my ads. That's for the primitives, okay? I'll be right back. I'll continue. After 50 years, they finally finished the construction work. They were doing next to my room, and it was pretty loud. I was even trying to sleep and I couldn't. And I had the diamonds ready for hot 3 hours already. Anyways, I can't let her walk away after everything we have been through. This is the perfect moment to tell her how I feel about her. I slowly move closer and take Rebecca's hands in mine. I think I just might be in love with you, Rebecca Knight. You think? She rolls her eyes only to start jiggling right after. As smooth as you pretend to be, you're a real dork. But I have to admit, you're a dork that I think I have fallen in love with. Rebecca gives my hands a gentle squeeze before pulling herself closer, pressing her chest against mine. Her neck cranes back to gaze up at me, just as I gaze back down at her. As if in a trance, I slip my arms around her body, holding her close as our lips draw nearer, I guess. She closed her eyes just before our lips touch. At that moment, time stands still. The police sirens, traffic, and people around us fade away in the background. Our kiss is passionate and intense, so much so that my heart feels like it's about to explode. Or maybe it's my broken rib. Despite the pain, I continue to embrace Rebecca, wanting to feel every inch of her body. I can't say for sure exactly when I fell in love. All I know is that this feels right, like it was our destiny to meet. And even after all we have been through, I'd do it again. It was all worth it just for this. When our lips finally part, my hand is swimming. No, my head is swimming. Somehow that kiss managed to be both invigorating and draining at the same time. Wow. Not bad. Now you'd better not run off on me. Mr. Secret Agent. After that, not a chance. Rebecca jiggles. Good, because once you have healed, I've got a few things in mind that we can do. Oh, is that so? Such as? You'll just have to wait and see. Rebecca bites her lip. Mind wandering. We linger in each other's arms for a while longer before we let go of each other. By the way, how awesome is her love story? Rebecca furrows her brow, smiling. Gorgeous Harris, kidnapped by an extremely handsome spy. Once the talented spy realizes that his mission is to kill her, he refuses to do it. Instead, he heroically decides to save her from a terrible creep. Rebecca's cheeks turn rosy pink. Long story short, the kidnapper becomes the lover. The end. Pretty much. I can't help but chuckle. I guess I'd better get back to the police before they think I went and got myself kidnapped again. Too bad. I actually was pretty tempted to steal you away one more time. Maybe another time. Rebecca runs her fingers seductively down my jaw before giving me a peck on the cheek, just to tease me. Have a good night, Legacy. You too, Rebecca. Finding myself alone for a second time, I look up at the sky and take a deep breath. Our troubles are finally over. At least, I hope so. No, Wayne. No. Two chapters, two chapters. Maybe later tonight, because it seems like it's the end already. Maybe later tonight, okay? But right now, I promised a friend that I'll just finish this one quick. See ya.